not the ones who are going to be losing today.
Come around. Good boy.
Stay on here.
Oh, hit that. Right here, right here.
I got your help. Shot. Stop that board. Put it back.
Hey, take that shot.
There it is. Hey, who got him? Pick. Stay there. Pick. Board.
Yo, man, we get it.
We always be ready.
Yo, get up, yo.
Woo! You go down. You ready for that L?
MP about to tear the roof off.
Be here for our figurine giveaway. Come to the game and get a figurine of your favorite mascot.
Hi everybody, time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Alongside Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Ali LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. And the Warriors, one of the league's most aggressive teams, Shams, trying to surround Curry with a supporting cast.
That's always the challenge in Golden State, is optimizing Stephen Curry and his championship window. And the major emphasis was on finding the shot creation alongside Steph and Jimmy. We've seen in the playoffs, it's not enough to have just one or two guys. You need as many as you can get. And so the Warriors will be all hands on deck again this season.
And how long can they keep that window open? You know, the other day I was checking out the magazine stand at the bookstore, and I saw MP right on the cover. How about that?
Oh, I saw it too at the supermarket. And you know what? Congrats to MP. Making a magazine cover is no doubt a I made it moment.
And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. MP is out there with Santi Aldama. Then there's Zach Edey. Then there's Ja Morant. And it's Coward in at the shooting guard position. And time now to go courtside with Ali LaForce for a report on MP.
We have a bit of a lineup change tonight. MP is stepping into the starting five in a move that many fans have been hoping for. Coach told me, quote, MP's earned it. He put in the time and he's done things the right way. He's looked like a starter for a while now. It's quite the journey for the rising star from Vermont.
You know, it seems his moment has arrived. Thanks. Pass to Green, stolen by MP. And now the Grizzlies on the run. The pull-up J. Aldama outside. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Back to Joseph. 5 to shoot. Gets another look. And that's 2 points on the layup. MP's got his second basket.
Well, MP goes through the defense for the score. Wow.
And one thing you can say about today's NBA, Shams, it keeps you guessing.
Oh, does it? I mean, this is an era of wide open competition. We've seen the flattening of the lottery odds, the big comebacks, especially in the playoffs this past year, a different champion each season. These are exciting times to be sure, and I think continually with this collective bargaining agreement, we're going to see more and more parity in the league.
And a year-round news cycle, which is good for you.
I'll be ready, BA. You know this is much more fun for me.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. All right, let's take a look back at last season and see the teams who collected the most second chance points. In the third spot, the Grizzlies.
This is a hustle stat. This team pounded the offensive glass, and it shows in their numbers from last year.
Counted from distance.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to them on the perimeter.
The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. And here's Morant outside. It doesn't go for him. And Curry's got the ball here for the Warriors. Trailing by 5. They're coming off that loss against Portland.
In this league, you have to stay active at both ends of the floor. I thought their lackluster defense was the difference in the game.
That's a great point, and you can also add poor communication. The rotations were slow and sometimes not even there at all.
And with the new CBA Shams, powerhouse teams faced with tough choices on their rosters.
That's the one part about the CBA, is it's becoming difficult to keep everyone in the fold. It's perhaps made dynasties less feasible in the modern era, and we've already seen unprecedented amount of parity in today's NBA.
Well, one thing's for sure, you better develop your younger players as well.
And on that note, BA, there's no better place to look at than Oklahoma City.
MP scanning the floor. To the inside. Here's Edey. Lays it up and banks it in.
And coaches love to see this kind of ball movement, especially when it's triggered by young players like MP.
Outside Curry. Back to Curry. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Well, you sometimes forget that Curry has one of the elite handles in the game. He can put any defender on skates.
Edey with a screen on Butler. To the paint. And the dunk by Edey.
And you love to see the aggressiveness, using the height advantage to hammer it home.
And Shams, you're always ready to break a story. Is there ever a chance for you to unplug?
Late summer is when things are quietest, that mid-August through September Labor Day window. That's usually the best moment to get off the grid. But BA, you never know in today's NBA when things could happen, and that could be in the summer too.
Hey, you're always ready. I know that about you. You're a workhorse.
Always ready.
From deep, MP. Offensive board. Back to Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
And here are the Warriors now. 4-point game. Outside Curry. Back to Curry. And here's Butler outside. And it's MP with a rebound. The Grizzlies have got 8 of 13 attempts to go. Here's Morant. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Yeah, teams try to get physical with Morant, but he showed...
Warriors making a switch here. Butler's checked in. On the court for Memphis. Jackson out there with MP. Then there's Ja Morant. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Coward in at the 2 spot. And when it comes to NBA moves, a pretty great summer for the state of Texas, Shams.
Ton of action in Texas, BA. Cooper Flag to Dallas, Dylan Harper to San Antonio, and Kevin Durant to Houston. These are major moves, and it's going to be hard to mess with Texas. These teams are loading up. They're all trying to be a contender in the Western Conference.
That Texas Triangle is going to be formidable once again real soon. Outside Peyton. Here's Porzingis. Clark grabs the board. Memphis leading by 12. Inside. The jump hook. And there's Jackson on the assist by MP. MP's got 4 assists now tonight.
Yeah, nice pass by MP. You know, he knows how to run an offense.
Outside Peyton. Porzingis in the post. Clark covers. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Podziemski. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Memphis.
Great job on the closeout and taking away space against a good shooter.
And here's MP from outside. Hits the trifecta. Joseph has got 6 points in the quarter.
Was starting to stretch the floor. That's 2 triples for him this quarter.
The last 7 league MVPs born outside the United States, Shams. The game is going global. What's next?
So BA, Adam Silver cited this statistic. 5 years from now, over 40% of the youth of the world will live in Africa. I think we'll see a lot of investment in developing that talent, not to mention captivating fans in that market, but really around the world. That's what the NBA is, a global sport.
You think we'll see teams, divisions, possibly groups of teams in certain areas around the world that'll be part of the NBA?
BA, NBA Europe is very much in the works. There could be a real league there with the NBA.
So Tuomas Isalos decided to call time out here. He might have seen something he needs to review with his guys. And the Warriors will go with a different look here. Horford, he's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Draymond Green comes in for Santos. Curry, he's checked in for Peyton. And it's Stephen Curry in for Podziemski. Then for Memphis, Edey comes in for Clark. And Aldama subbed in for Jackson. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
A nice shot by Butler.
And Butler making that look far easier than it actually is, showing you great body control.
Here's MP. No luck on that one. Ooh, good work defensively by Butler. Moran against Curry. Oh, Curry, a magician inside.
Not afraid to mix it up inside. Curry is a crafty finisher.
MP outside. Oh, another miss by MP. Now Green. Curry looking it over. Pass to Butler. Oh, sweet move. Down low. Butler drops it in.
Well, he's starting to get into a rhythm now after a rough first quarter.
MP against Butler. And the basket by MP. MP's got 19 points.
Well, that's helping your team. By and large, he's taking shots he knows he can make.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Santos has checked in for the Warriors. And while we have a break, here were some of the top free throw shooters in the game last season. Stephen Curry, #1.
This guy is just lights out from the line. He demonstrated that last season and really hurt teams whenever they fouled him.
Horford passes to Curry. That one, no good. All right, Chomps, we know you got to hop back on your phone in case you have to break any news. Thank you for being with us here tonight. Great stuff.
Happy to be here, BA. Thank you.
And as always, Shams with some great stuff there. I'll tell you what, this guy knows all when it comes to the NBA.
No doubt, Shams is the guy when you're looking for the inside scoop. So well connected and respected around the league.
Pass to Green. And here's Curry. Puts up a 3. Ja Morant grabs the miss.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Warriors. Warriors trail by 16. Curry passes to Horford. Back to Curry. Oh, stolen by Morant. Aldama outside. The 3-ball. Oh, the Grizzlies get it back. 3-pointer. Good, and the setup by Morant. Morant's got his 4th assist in this one.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
To the middle. Pass to Santos. Outside Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. MP high post. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. It's the Grizzlies up by 16. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Greetings, everybody. Before we review the first half, let's take an early season peek at how the Western Conference is shaking out so far.
Taking a look here at the Grizzlies, they knew it was going to be a tough year, and I gotta say it's been hard to watch them fight, looking through all these challenges. You hope they're learning something out there. Challenging times for the franchise.
And let's move on to that first half. Talk about a rough start for the Warriors.
They've looked weak defensively. If you got any pride, they need to show it soon.
Yeah, they're serving up a buffet inside, and the other team's going for seconds and thirds.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
And players these days with great ball handling, but occasionally getting away with a carry at times.
You know, BA, the old discontinued dribble. I mean, this might be where tracking cameras could start to help because that's such a tough call for an official to assess in the moment.
And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for Golden State. They trail by 16. Next up on the schedule, the Clippers. That'll be a home game. That'll be the second and last game of a quick homestand. Butler and Draymond are the 3 and the 4. Stephen Curry is out there with Seth Curry. And it's Horford in at the 5, down low. And that's the group for Steve Kerr as we begin the second half. On the wing, MP. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Well, it just shows you can do everything right and still come away empty-handed.
Butler, good.
Well, it's Butler's night. They have gone to him repeatedly, and you see why.
Grizzlies lead by 11. MP outside. Aldama outside. MP up top. Tries it from 19. And that one drops. MP's got 23 points.
Oh, MP. He got that tweener working.
Here's Curry. Aldama grabs a board. Memphis has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. And defense has been the strength of the Warriors. So what do they need offensively, Tim?
Well, BA, they need more consistent scoring outside of Steph Curry. Jimmy Butler certainly has helped, but to win at the highest level, it requires more than one 3-level scorer. Well, a lot of miles on those legs, but Green can still get up occasionally to flush it.
From deep, MP. Good, and the setup by Morant. Morant's got 5 assists tonight.
Looking to find the rhythm he had in the first half. That's now his 4th 3-pointer of the game.
Here's Horford, and Horford powers it home.
Look at Horford just rocketing off the floor, putting the defense on notice with a big dunk.
Showing the numbers from last NBA season, the leaders in team steals. The Warriors, 4th.
And this is a team that takes great pride in being aggressive on the defensive end. They take good risk and know when to go after opportunities for steals.
Oh, MP buries the triple.
Well, MP has been very aggressive here, looking for his own offense, generating great results.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the Warriors are trying to maximize what Steph Curry has left. Coach Kerr said, quote, "What we're watching with Steph is one of the greatest artists of all time in his twilight. What can we do to give him the best chance to perform, to make the game easier for him?" That's where we are. Back over to you, BA.
Looking to stay in the mix. Allie, thank you.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Let's go with a 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Curry draws the double. Warriors trail by 18. Outside, Green. Green able to hit from 3.
Yeah, and you can see the competitive fire right there by Draymond Green. He wanted to come right back at him with a 3 of his own.
MP outside. Aldama, the pass to Morant. Here's Coward. Off the mark there with a 3. Golden State has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the 3rd. Curry finds some space. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Curry's got 5 points.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant.
Well, that is just real miscommunication there, sending it out of bounds.
Jerome's checked in for Memphis. Just over 3.5 minutes through the 3rd. Curry finds Butler. The 3 is up. The rebound by Edey.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
MP outside from downtown. Warriors with the rebound. Down low. Here's Green. Oh, look at Green getting his inside.
Well, he's certainly not the reason they're down. If they're going to grab the lead here, more guys are going to have to step up.
And Tim, last season, Draymond Green adding a Hustle Player of the Year award to his Hall of Fame resume.
Yeah, and BA, that's an award every young player should aspire to have. But I know for Draymond Green, he was hoping to get his 2nd Defensive Player of the Year award.
Here's Butler. A clear look for Green. Again, the Warriors score.
Well, if Green is taking quick shots like that, it speaks to how confident he is.
And here's MP from outside. Gets the 3 ball to go. MP's got 14 points here in the 2nd half.
12 consecutive points off of 3s. This defense looks rattled.
Jerome outside. MP outside. And another 3 for Memphis. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Memphis.
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
Yeah, they've clearly been the more physical team. And how about all those second chance points? What a concerted effort to pound the offensive glass.
And their perimeter shooting numbers have been up since the start of the 2nd half.
Jerome passes to MP. They get it back. Second chance effort, and the bucket is good from Edey in deep. Edey's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. A minute 22 left in the 3rd. Podziemski with it. Pass to Spencer. Outside Podziemski. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go from deep. Memphis with a rebound. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. 50 seconds left in the 3rd. Drills it from deep. Jerome's got 5 points.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Pass to Peyton. Outside Porzingis. Here's Santos. Defended by Jackson. And the Warriors miss again.
I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave.
Jimmy Butler's checked in for the Warriors. Curry comes in for Spencer. A big group substitution here for Memphis. To the inside. Here's Edey. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got his 9th assist of the game now.
Dynamic. I mean, every night Morant makes incredible plays, and that extends as well to his passing.
On the court for Memphis. Edey out there with Santi Aldama. Then it's MP. Then there's Ja Morant. And it's Coward in a 2-guard. Butler. The rebound by Edey. Edey's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. It seems really frustrated.
And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. That one misses for Curry. No doubt, Stephen Curry is the best shooter of all time. Talk about what makes him special, Grant.
Well, B.A., he can hit shots under the most difficult circumstances, off balance, with only a sliver of daylight. And this is why teams often choose to double him the moment he crosses half court.
And that's a rare trait for a wing. Over the course of his career, most of Butler's points have come in the paint.
Jackson outside. And here's MP from outside. Pure from 3-point range. Joseph has got 41.
Well, taking full advantage of a defensive weakness there, and it certainly helps if you get shots that your guys can knock down.
Pass to Curry. There's the 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Here's Spencer. Back to Joseph. Launches it. Connects again from distance.
He's got this defense scrambling. Even when they've got 2 guys on him, he finds a way to get to space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for 3-pointers in a single game. Here's Green. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry.
Well, that's just an excellent job by Green as the screener. First he sets it, then gets the scoring opportunity.
They grab their own miss. Pass to Jerome. From deep, MP. Good! Another from 3.
And he's now set the team record for most threes in a single game. What a shot he's got.
A lot of it stems from his confidence. Even when he misses, he's sure the next one's going in.
He can hit from anywhere on the floor and go on unbelievable streaks too. Like tonight, I mean, who does it better from distance?
Well, you knew that was coming. Curry with the answer.
A deep 3 from MP. Prosper's checked in for Clark.
Number 18, Olivier Maxence Prosper.
.133 left to play in the 4th. Pass to Butler. And we've heard some coaches complain about short turnarounds on back-to-back legs. Would you like to see more done there?
Well, for those late starts when you arrive at the hotel at 2 or 3 in the morning and you've got to play the next night, those are certainly rough. But I feel like the league has done all they can, eliminating back-to-backs as much as they can. And certainly there's an emphasis on recovery and rest at all costs.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Grizzlies.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next 2 matchups between these two should be fun.
And what a huge performance it was for MP.
Well, offensively, he was about as locked in as you can be, and his team continued to find him.
And so it's Golden State with it. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. The kick out, Curry. Goes up from the top of the key, and the Warriors tack on 2 more. 12 seconds left in the fourth. And here's MP from outside. That shot missing.
That's the end of the game.
And so Memphis takes this one by a big margin. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
All right, let's send it over courtside to Dominic Hamill.
Great win for you guys tonight, MP, and you broke the half-century mark. Does scoring 50 feel different than scoring 30 or 40?
Yeah, of course, man. Of course it does. I think watching someone hit 50, it feels different than watching someone hit 30, right? Of course. So it's the same for me when I'm out there doing it. There's an electricity in the air, and it's a special thing for me and the team.
I think we're all feeling it, MP.
Appreciate that.
Ryan, back to you.
Great stuff there, Dominic. And that'll do it, folks. For reporter Allie LaForce and for Tim Legler and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Good night. See ya, MP. our play. More time thinking and
We'll do.
Contact with the fan, lightly, yeah.
And smile all just keep it 100.
It's called that's a little intense. We are at a sporting event. I like the hello and goodbye smile.
Not at all. Game face only for work.
Like you go on a big trip after this.
You know the deck is stacked, but we need a couple more cards to
want
draw.
shorter meetings, right?
So help me with a 5-point summary of why we should trade the picks in the next 2 drafts.
and I'll cap
I'm
the
on
meetings at 30 minutes.
I'll help me go. Just ask for help. I got
Time to talk endorsements. You're in the NBA now, so that opens up a lot of doors for us.
Yeah, okay, drop some knowledge on me, Austin.
Okay, now, the deals available to you are driven largely by your fan count. More fans you earn, more money you earn.
Hey, I was never good at math, but that sounds like a simple equation to me.
Right. But there's also the question of play style, right?
Okay.
Different brands want different types of players. Some are more interested in scoring, some are interested in defense, others team play.
So, the more I can do, the better endorsements I could get with anyone.
Hey, every team needs a LeBron. Now, I put together a document that lists all the brands who've shown preliminary interest and what it would take to land an endorsement with them. So, take a look.
Yeah, I mean, that all looks great. Austin, I gotta let you know, I always appreciate the hard work you put in for me.
Of course. Now, you might have noticed that merchandising is the most lucrative category on that document.
Yeah, I have, Austin Kelly.
Okay, so if you want to make more money, it might behoove you to hit those benchmarks.
Consider me behooved.
We know these two teams rack up the assists. Greg, they pride themselves on playing unselfish basketball.
Yeah, both sides preach player and ball movement, getting everyone involved. It makes both teams that much more difficult to defend.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Santi Aldama is out there with Zach Edey. Then it's MP. Then there's John Morant. And it's Coward in at shooting guard.
Green knows that he needs to take and make threes at a good clip. Nice shot there.
Joseph has an open look. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now Morant, after Jalen Green's three-pointer that didn't go. And the basket by MP.
MP is a cool customer from three. Great form from the up-and-coming player.
For three, Booker. It's rebounded by Memphis. Pass to Coward. Back to MP. Memphis moving that ball around. The tray. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. And the Grizzlies choosing to move forward with Coach Islo to head their program. Stan, after he took over as interim head coach late last season.
Yeah, the first Finnish-born head coach in the NBA. He was a rising star coaching in Europe, now trying his hand in the best league on the planet.
And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. To end the run, and then Williams slams it in.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play, brought to you by AT&T. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Booker left side. Softly drops in the floater.
And the deft touch from Booker. I love when he gets fancy and lofts it up there like that.
And here's MP for 3. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. MP's got 15 points. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for the Suns. We talked about the game plan he has in place for Ja Morant. Coach was forthcoming, saying, it's no secret you need to turn him into a shooter. If he gets a step at the rim, you already lost that battle. He can drain a few from outside, but we are willing to live with that. Appreciate the honest answer. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that one's good. Coward.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Suns trail by 12. Williams, a screen on Morant. Pass to Booker. Shot to stop the run. It's rebounded by Memphis. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
Yeah, that kind of performance on the road really speaks to their preparation and mental fortitude.
Here's Morant, and Morant throws it down.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Take a look at the Kings. They're playing really well, moving up now to the top spot in our rankings.
You know, for Memphis, they came out of the gate swinging this season, fighting their way up the rankings. You just hope they can sustain this pace as the season wears on.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
Booker outside. Pass to Allen. Back to Booker. Screen by Allen. Phoenix no good that time either.
He's having a tough quarter scoring the basketball and able to help them close this gap.
MP no good. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. And a breakdown here, guys. The Huskies. Timeout called by Jordan Ott. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Suns trail by 15. Looking around the NBA, Devin Booker, GA, is as good as any two-guard out there.
Obviously, we know how Devin scores it, but what I love, he also can run your offense, and he gives good effort defensively.
Good one out there with Jalen Green. Then there's Dunn. Then it's Royce O'Neal. And it's Allen in at the 3 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Dunn with a screen on Morant. To the inside. Kicks it out to Allen. There's the triple. Rebounded by Jackson. And the Grizzlies leading by 16. Joseph. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Well, even though he hasn't been in the league a long time, MP knows exactly where to get his points.
Watch the screen.
Green left side. No good. That miss takes him to 3 for 7. Allen against MP. Memphis moving that ball around. Now here's Morant for 3. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Well, normally Morant is scoring off the dribble. It's good to see him being effective off the ball.
Goodwin with it. No scoring in this one. Nobody near Allen. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And 2 more three-point field goals for him here in the second quarter. Somebody had better get a hand up.
Back to Morant. Pass to Coward. And here's MP for 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Green kicks to O'Neal. Four on the shot clock. Here's Allen. That one doesn't go. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Here's Clark out to Morant. Pass to Joseph. Back to Morant. MP sets the screen for Morant. Over Goodwin. Green with the rebound.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option there.
Memphis leading by 18. MP inside. Allen defending. MP looking around. Clark a screen on Allen. The 3 from Joseph. And another miss by Memphis. The Suns have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, guys, nobody is quite sure just how the partnership of Devin Booker and Jalen Green will play out in the desert. They were just one of 3 backcourts to average 20 points per game each last season. But with so many overlapping qualities, it's not the most obvious fit. But many in the league feel that Green could mold himself actually after Booker, and that gives the Suns another potential offensive focal point. Everyone around the league is curious to see how they'll make this work, guys.
A dangerous duo for sure. Thank you very much for the report there, Shams. Most appreciated. Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Edey comes in for Brandon Clark. And Santi Aldama is subbed in for Jackson. Pass to Allen.
2 minutes remaining.
Into the lane. From outside the arc. A shot by Fleming, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Back to Morant. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
Allen, that's good.
Well, even though they're struggling, his solo efforts on offense have really been something.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Pass to Aldama. There's a screen by Aldama. Joseph dishes to Morant. Back to Joseph. Three-pointer. Good. And the nice assist from Morant.
3-point field goal.
Morant's got 6 assists in the game.
And once again, the defense allowing him to get a clean look at that triple. He continues to do some big-time damage from downtown.
Here's Booker. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Coward's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And MP still gets the shot in the air. Other young guys might have folded under that foul, but he's able to get to the line.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And Coach Van Gundy, the big name for Memphis is John Morant, but his superstar trajectory hitting a little bit of turbulence.
Well, some of those troubles were self-inflicted, Kevin, but also questions about his high-flying style. As he said himself, the falls can take it out of you.
and nothing you could do. I mean, at times, Booker is just going to score no matter what you throw at it.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And Edey has it in the corner. Aldama passes to MP. Fires for three. Hits it from three-point range. MP's got 13 points now in the quarter.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
And so it's MP making things happen for the Grizzlies. And it was from three-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that quarter. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Good to see you and welcome. A lopsided game through 2 quarters and a big deficit for the Phoenix Suns.
They're getting destroyed inside. I'm pretty sure even Kenny could get a layup on them right now.
Shaq, I'd get a layup on you every time. You know what I'm saying? Like, my pick and roll game was just phenomenal.
And now let's take a glimpse at some of the games on the upcoming schedule.
You know, for the Suns.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the 3rd quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been one outstanding game from Joseph.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Zach Edey out there with Santi Aldama. Then it's Morant. Then it's MP. And it's Coward in at the 2.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Booker outside. Pass to Fleming. Here's Green. Launches it. Ja Morant grabs the rebound. Here's Joseph. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Phoenix has gone. of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Booker with no one around, buries it from three-point range. Booker's got 11.
And the intelligence. Love watching Booker operate in these situations. His decision-making has really improved over the years.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Kev. Devin Booker's focused on hooping and leaving a legacy. He said, "My thing is," and Kobe said it too, "inspiring the youth is everything." A kid grows up and is like, "Man, I want to be Devin. I want to dress like him. I want to play like him." And that's what makes me wake up in the morning. Back over to you, Kevin.
Truly a role model for that next generation. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. Every coach has their own philosophy, but Stan, you were telling me that it might not always align with their team style of play.
Yeah, look, Kevin, I think there's a difference between philosophy and style.
Oh, look at that!
Wow. And one of Green's best assets, his leaping ability. He's a natural athlete, very explosive.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T Connected Cam. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Aldama with the rebound. Aldama's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Morant kicks to Joseph. It's good from long range. Joseph's got 39.
And he was hot from 3 to start this game. That's his first since halftime.
Pass to Fleming. Here's the teardrop. And Green with the lay-in.
With his athleticism, Green plays a lot bigger than his listed 6'4" height.
Joseph down low. He's against Green. Joseph, that's good.
Huge night for him. I love how he's searching for his shot attempts, trying to carry them to the finish line.
Pass to Green. Booker at the elbow. It's rebounded by Memphis. And the 7-footer, Santi Aldama. You know, Stan, he looks like a guard out there at times.
Oh, the way this guy has improved since he's come into the league is phenomenal. You know, this is a guy who's gotten better as a shooter, more consistent, more efficient. But then he's added, like you said, his ability to put the ball on the floor and attack the basket, and his ability to pass off the dribble. This is a very skilled big man.
Pass to Williams. Here's Gillespie, guarded by Morant. The offensive rebound. And here's Booker from the arc. Doesn't go that time.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Scooped up. Aldama gets the bucket. Aldama's got his second bucket.
Yeah, terrific work by Aldama to save that possession.
Gillespie, the pass to Fleming. And here is Green. Sinks the triple.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Both teams will make substitutions. With this pause in the action, let's show you the teams that have scored the most points in the league last season. Second, the Grizzlies.
I just loved how this team attacked their opponents. You could see their confidence grow as the year went on, and the points really started to pop.
And again for 3.
He's scorching hot. Another 3.
And he's approaching the franchise record for 3s in a game.
Honestly, guys, that's a shot you expect your players to make.
No good with the triple. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. Here's Allen. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. 16 points for Allen.
Listen, it's a team sport, but without him, this deficit would be a lot bigger.
Phoenix has gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And that one's good by Clark.
You gotta know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Booker finds Allen. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
And not relying at all on the 3-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
To the right side. Pass to Jerome. Elbow shot. Shot by Joseph. No good.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position. You could see the frustration on his face.
Takes a step back. Here's Booker. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Clark outside. Back to Joseph. Clark a screen on Allen. Joseph. It's hauled in by the Suns. Malawaja's got his 4th rebound in this one. Over in the corner, Allen. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Booker's got 3 assists tonight. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Allen is out there with Royce O'Neal. Then there's Jalen Green. Then it's Goodwin. And it's Malawach in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Green, the pass to Goodwin. Now here's Allen from the arc. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Well, they have to be thrilled with how reliable he's been tonight.
Green against Morant. And there's the drive. And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, Morant's got to get himself in that dunk contest. I mean, look at that.
Green against Morant. Banked in off the glass.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
And here's Morant. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
Well, this kind of performance from Morant doesn't surprise anyone. He can score with the best of them.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. And it's Goodwin missing. And the Grizzlies leading by 19 points. Here's Morant. And no good as it rattles out.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Pass to Goodwin. Back to Green. Makes that one fall. It's his 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts.
And scoring the ball has always seemed easy for Green. It's starting to show here in this game.
Timeout called by Coach Isolo. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Allen. And Memphis also making a switch. Aldama's checked in. Phoenix making a change here. Allen's checked in. And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. And the dunk by Edey.
Well, Morant knows his teammates rely on him to find them. Terrific pass right there.
Here's O'Neal. And finished off by O'Neal.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Pass to Coward. Shot clock at 6. Now Aldama. Memphis moving that ball around. Connects again from distance. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Green dishes to Booker. You know, GA, it seems like a lot of players welcome the opportunity to play in Phoenix. Talk about what makes this market to a player so appealing.
I mean, the weather has a lot to do with it, right? Basketball is a winter sport, so for those snowbirds out there, Arizona is a great choice.
Free throw good, Booker. And with all the talk about load management, coach, and player participation, what about getting rid of players fouling out?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of getting rid of players fouling out. I do like the idea, and I think Scott Skiles was the one who brought it up, Kevin, of taking like the offensive fouls and just having that be a turnover, like the illegal screen or a charge, and not charge that as a personal foul, where honestly you end up being punished.
Good, another from 3.
He's got this defense scrambling, and even when they've got 2 guys on him, he just finds a way to create space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for 3-pointers in a single game. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
Here's Booker, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. MP outside. Connects again from distance.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for second for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep.
And it's a 4-way tie now. Himself, Curry, Zach LaVine, and Dame Lillard.
MP, no good. Suns trail by 21. Here's Green. Up and in on the layup. Green's got 11 points in the quarter.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is.
And again for 3.
There it is. A shot that puts him at the top of the record books.
Well, Greg is now tied for the mark for most threes in a single game. In one word, amazing.
He passed Curry's high a little earlier. Now he's matched Clay's mark. Didn't think we'd see a show like this coming into tonight, but here we are.
Pass to Edey. Now MP. Guarded by Green. And here's Joseph for 3. They grab their own miss. Good on the shot.
Well, it's so tough trying to keep Edey off the boards. When he's being aggressive like this, he's a real wrecking ball.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Grizzlies.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for MP.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
He doesn't get the second one. And last season, Greg, Devin Booker became the Phoenix Suns' all-time leading scorer.
Yeah, he passed Hall of Famer Walter Davis to achieve that feat. And Booker is a guy that wants to be a Sun for life. So I expect him to break even more franchise records.
Pass to Gillespie. There's the double team with Joseph. Williams kicks to Booker. Here's Gillespie. The 3 goes down. Memphis with the ball. It's an 18-point game. MP outside. Good, another from 3.
Unbelievable. Gets the record with a beautiful 3.
A new single-game record, GA, in a night that everyone will remember for the rest of their lives.
15 threes for MP, passing that record from Klay Thompson back in 2018, an all-time performance. Boy, how lucky are we?
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Now let's go courtside with Jennifer Quintana.
An incredible display of shot making and clutch play, MP. As you reach the half-century mark in a win, you look like you are not going to be denied. Was there any extra motivation for you in this one?
No, not when the game first started. I was just trying to let the game come to me. But the more I let the game come, the better I felt. It was like the game made itself at home in my living room.
What does that mean exactly?
It means I was perfectly at home, perfectly at ease, Jennifer Quintana. I knew where everyone was going to be at every moment in the game, like walking around my home at night with the lights off. Other people might get tripped up, but not me, not with this team. I was in total control.
It showed. Thanks, MP.
You're welcome.
Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thanks, Jen. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan.
Ms. Harkin.
Thank you. Congratulations on this incredible record, MP. The most three-pointers ever made in a single game. When you made the shot to set the record, what went through your head?
Eyes on the rim. Are my shoulders squared up to the basket? Where's my release point? I know that's not glamorous, but what got me from being a nobody in Vermont to setting a record like this was never losing focus. Every single moment matters, you feel me? Can't let a single one slip away.
Amazing, thank you.
You're welcome.
MP, right here, MP.
I have a good question right here.
Hey, my guy MP out here breaking the game, man. Look at all those threes you shot tonight. Hey, you know I'm gonna have to beat that record now. Man, congrats though, man. Enjoy this moment.
Good game, MP.
Hey, there he is. My favorite client and the team's newest starter. Congratulations, man.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Austin.
Yeah.
It's all pretty exciting now, isn't it?
Hey, listen, this is just the first step towards you becoming the face of the franchise.
Oh, well, I like how that sounds.
But it won't be easy, though. You got to establish yourself as the best player on a championship caliber team.
Oh, is that all?
Listen, but if you do it, the rewards are off the charts, man.
Yeah, well, you know me, Austin. I'm not ever scared, and I'm just crazy enough to believe I could do anything.
That's why I love you, MP. Never change.
Good, MP.
Welcome, everyone. A little extra excitement for you tonight. It's the first game of the NBA Cup. And tonight, we'll see the Memphis Grizzlies as they go up against the Los Angeles Lakers. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And the Lakers starting five. Luka and Reeves are the 1 and the 2. Marcus Smart out there with James. And it's Ayton in at the center position. And for the Grizzlies, Santi Aldama out there with MP. Then there's Zach Edey. Then there's Ja Morant. And it's Spencer in at the 2. Here we go. It's game 1 of the NBA Cup. This game will count both towards group play and the regular season standings.
Yeah, to win this thing, you probably have to win this first game. Advancing with a loss is possible, but then you have to win your final 3 in the Cup group stage. So this opener is huge.
And we'll send you courtside for more on MP's unforgettable performance.
Well, he had a flat-out insane game, setting a new NBA record for threes in a game, passing the 14 that Klay Thompson hit back in 2018. The new record holder told me, quote, "I was just in the zone. Everything was going in. It was the best feeling in the world. And it was so much fun to watch, guys."
No doubt, sure was. Thanks for that. And he makes it. Smart's got his second basket of the night.
I liked watching Smart get it done inside. He is such a fearless competitor.
Pass to Edey. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. From deep, MP. Rebounded by LeBron. On offense, here are the Lakers. They're getting their first look of the season at the Grizzlies in this one.
They expected more of themselves against this team last year. Split the games between them.
Yeah, guys, they feel like they're the better team. The standings would agree with that. I look for them to assert that with their play tonight.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Edey. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling into the story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, the Lakers had been looking for a consistent presence at center, and in DeAndre Ayton, they've acquired a walking double-double and a capable lob threat to pair with Luka Doncic. Ayton has a lot to prove in LA, I'm told, but this pairing is certainly one to watch.
Quite a tandem. All right, Shams, thanks for the update. MP outside, from outside the arc. Oh, another miss by MP.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense. They're really working the paint now.
Memphis has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. And here's MP from outside. Good, and the setup by Morant. MP's got 5 points.
You can bet MP will make a lot of those over his career.
Here's Reeves. He came away with 14 points in his last game. Pass to Doncic. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
All right, a moment now to bring up last season's top rebounding teams. Second, Memphis.
Their effort on the boards was a point of pride for them. They play a physical style, and it served them well.
And here's MP from outside. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
He's had a hard time finding his shot this quarter.
For 3, James. Spencer grabs the miss. Grizzlies trail by 7. Here's MP. And he drops it in from the low post. 7 points in the game.
What touch on the teardrop. MP just letting it glide off his fingertips.
Smart with the bucket.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Not his best night, and not the team's best night. Sometimes it just goes that way.
And it's Doncic missing.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Come on, man, so aggressive. MP, that trait will take you a long way in this game.
And there's James from the arc. The rebound by Edey. From deep, MP. That shot off the mark.
Hey, I think that green light they'd given him early should probably go red now. I mean, he needs to get some other folks involved.
And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul of the game. Hayes is checked in for Los Angeles. Hachimura comes in for Smart. And here's Reeves. No points yet. Inside. Here's Hachimura. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
Love the playmaking ability of Reeves. Looks to me like he improves this area of his game every season.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I had a chance to catch up with Memphis head coach. I asked him about LeBron James and what his team's defensive game plan was against him, and he said to me, hope and pray that he misses a majority of his shots. With LeBron, there's only so much you can do against him, but we're going to do our best. We'll see what happens here tonight. Back to you, B.A.
Thank you for that, Allie. Now here's Doncic. On the wing, Hachimura. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds, and they look strong here in the early going.
Here's Doncic. His last outing, he had 24 points. Hachimura with room to shoot. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic.
Impressive shot from Hachimura, showing why you got to be up on him defensively.
So Tuomas. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Here's Laravia, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And so in the game for the Lakers, they've got Jake Laravia, Austin Reeves out there with Luke Kennard. Then there's Hayes, and it's Hachimura in at the power forward position. And that'll be Memphis' ball as it goes out of bounds. Grizzlies able to keep possession here. Here's MP, plenty of space. The wide open shot is on the money. And that's 13 points for MP.
At this stage of his young career, MP knocking down jumpers, that is very encouraging.
From deep, Reeves. That shot off.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Joseph can't hit. The Lakers lead by 6. Takes the 3. The Lakers with another miss. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second, and really an offensive transformation for the Grizzlies since 2024, Grant.
Yeah, they're pushing the pace, playing a unique style with a lot of cutting and movement off the ball, crashing the offensive glass. I mean, it all seems to be working.
And for Los Angeles, they're shooting around 53%, a nice number. Pass to Hachimura. Not going to go that time. Good D by MP. Rebound, the Lakers. They've led by as much as 10.
Rough quarter for him. They may have to start looking at somebody else to get the ball to.
Reeves against Moran. Kennard outside. Sinks the tray. Kennard's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Boy, this team is comfortable with Reeves running the show. He's an excellent decision maker.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt. That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Some changes for Memphis. Edey comes in for Jackson, and Spencer's subbed in for Jerome. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for Hayes. James comes in for Laravia. Smart's checked in for Kennard. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Reeves. Doncic. The Grizzlies pull it in. Aldama's got 5 rebounds in the game. Morant, the pass to Joseph. The 3 is up. And another 3 from Memphis.
I like this trend. He's hit 2 triples this period, has 3 for the game.
Back to Smart. It's James on the wing. Guarded by Aldama. Shot clock at 6. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot. Ayton. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Lakers lead by 5.
And he's got such great hands. Ayton corrals rebounds and doesn't lose his touch on follow-ups.
And here's MP from outside. Smart grabs a miss.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the board, we're certainly seeing the effort.
And it's James inside.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Yes, it's good.
He's had an amazing quarter, and they're still trailing. Hard to believe that.
James passes to Doncic. Luka! Get off me!
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Morant finds MP. Good, and the setup by Morant. Morant's got his 4th assist in this one.
MP's been the catalyst for them tonight. Solid leadership from this young man.
Let's go now to the sideline. And oh! Huge slam by LeBron.
Man, I like seeing LeBron throw it down, especially when he decides to do it with a little flavor.
Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Can. Joseph can't hit. And James has got the ball here for the Lakers. 6-point lead. They'll be hosting Miami for their next game, and that's a one-game homestand for the club.
A reliable option he's been tonight. He's their safety valve for sure.
Now here's MP. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. On the wing, MP from the arc. Again, MP missing.
That's a look he couldn't pass up. He just couldn't get it to go.
And the basket by Hachimura.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Here's Joseph. MP going to work down low.
Gotta love that effort for the second chance point.
And there's James from the arc. The clock runs out, and we are headed to halftime. The Lakers on top, up by 8. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Greetings, everybody. Before we review the first half, let's take an early season peek at how the Western Conference is shaking out so far.
Well, I think for Los Angeles, they knew it was going to be a tough year, and I got to say it's been hard to watch them fight, looking through all these challenges. You hope they're learning something out there, challenging.
All right, looking back now at that first half, we just saw some obstacles to overcome for the Grizzlies.
I can't see what they're trying to do offensively. Maybe with a little more patience, that shooting percentage will tick upwards.
Yeah, we saw several instances where the guys should have just made the extra pass. Glad you could join us, Ryan.
And we're ready to get this second half of our Halloween broadcast going. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
Zach Edey out there with Santi Aldama. Then there's Ja Morant, then it's MP, and it's Spencer in at the 2 guard. That's the group starting the second half for Tuomas Isalo.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
And Grant, when it comes to a franchise player, how much does it help to have a guy who unites the locker room?
Well, you know, B.A., when you think of guys like LeBron James or a Stephen Curry or Tim Duncan, it's not just about their play on the court, but the type of person you see in the locker room. That can rally a franchise.
And Smart nails the triple.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Here's James. That's good. And it's Smart with the assist. James has got 6 points.
And once James gets the ball near the rim, just let him go to work because he knows what he's doing down there.
Grizzlies trail by 13. On the wing, MP. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. And again, Memphis no good.
Not the start you want coming out of the locker room, missing 3 straight like that.
They get it again. Oh, LeBron rocks the rim.
Wait till you're announced. We've not yet lost all our graces. The hounds will stay in chains. Look upon your greatness and she'll send the call out, 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 send. Call all the ladies out, they're in their finery. 100 jewels on throats, 100 jewels between teeth. Now bring my boys in, their skin in craters like the moon. The moon we love like a brother, while he glows through the room. Dancing around the lies we tell, dancing around big eyes as well. Even the comatose, they don't dance and tell. We live in cities you'll never see on screen. Not very pretty, but we sure know how to run free. Living in ruins of a palace within my dreams. And you know, we're on each other's team. I'm kinda over getting told to throw my hands up in the air. So there. So all the cups got broke, shots beneath our feet, but it wasn't my fault. And everyone's competing for a love they won't receive, 'cause what this palace wants is release. We live in cities you'll never see on screen. Not very pretty, but we sure know how to run free. Living in ruins of a palace within my dreams. And you know, we're on each other's team. I'm kinda over getting told to throw my hands up in the air.
MP, how you feeling?
Ooh, that felt good.
I see you out there doing work.
Need some help?